New stuff, we haven't officially started working on it, but we're talking about starting to write in late fall, early winter, and then hopefully record maybe by this time next year. So we haven't sat down and written anything as a band, but a bunch of people have ideas right now. I'm not sure. We weren't really planning to do that for those songs in the first place. Well, we were for the acoustic version of Ebb and Flow because the album version already had some. But I think ultimately, if the song calls for it, and if we think it can be tastefully done, we will do it. But if there's no parts on the new record where, we think clean vocals would be good, we won't put it on. Controller, I think, is mostly just about how we're forced to live in a world that is, so manicured and so set up and so, ultimately controlled instead of, having the freedom to live in a world that's naturally created, instead of everything that's been just set up and sort of set up for us, and we're expected to live this way. Well, Devin actually approached us for the new record. The first record we did with him was pretty rushed for the most part, and he kind of came into it more as a favor rather than knowing who our band was and what we were about. So he came to us really kind of wanting to do it, and he got a lot better since last time he did it. He didn't have the time, and there was a lot of pressure, and I think this time around he really kind of dove in with us and kind of gave a lot of input as far as song structure goes, and we had a lot of time to do pre-production. So yeah, doing this record with him was just overall just a far better process and experience.
It's what the first one should have been.
It's what the first one should have been, but it couldn't. I wish it was though, but what are you gonna do? But working with Devin was awesome. He works his ass off. He works himself till he's crazy. He just goes nuts. And then, but he's very, very relaxed at the same time. He's very easy to work with and has a lot of great ideas. Well, Controller we talked about earlier is basically just about the culture at large and how it's controls everything. But the record in general, like the music, I think we kind of took the best elements from our first two records and just put them all together and put them in songs we liked to play live instead of just songs that we enjoyed, because we're a live band. We're on tour all the time.
Do you have some favorite songs you love to play live more than others?
Yeah, I like to play the first track, A Lot of Nothing, it's called. I like Certain Death. The audience is really into that. And yeah, I like playing Reset, which isn't one that we play much live, but I think it has some great elements in it. And Parallels as well is another good one. A live DVD. Well, we've been compiling just a bunch of footage from the beginning of this year, because everything we've been doing has been overseas. So we're making kind of like world tour footage. We're just releasing it on YouTube right now. But we might, eventually put something together and just make a whole, as we signals, live DVD for the show and do some tour footage and everything. But it's not really in the plans. In Philadelphia, we're shooting, on the next tour, we're shooting a live DVD